everybody. It's time for Family Story Time. Miss Barb here. Let's get started by singing the Good Morning song. Do you remember how the words go? Well, it goes like this. Good morning to you, and how do you do? I'm happy to see you. Good morning to you. And it is a good morning, and it's a good morning because we get to do story time together. And I like to sing songs when we do story time. So what's a song that you'd like to sing? What? You know, that's a really good choice. Let's do the Itsy Bitsy Spider because I know you guys know all the words to that one. All right, do you have your spiders with you? Is your spider in your pocket? Maybe your spider's in your hair. It could be in your shoe. What about your sock? Are you wearing pajamas? Because I bet that spider's in your pajamas. Well, wherever your spider is, Miss Barb keeps hers today. It's in her pocket. And there's my spider. He's all wiggly and he's got long legs. And how many legs does a spider have? 8. They have 8 legs. So let's do the Itsy Bitsy Spider. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. What a great job you guys did on the Itsy Bitsy Spider. What's another good song to do? Oh, I would like to do Mr. Sun because I'm looking out the window as I'm recording this for you guys, and it is a beautiful sunny day. When you watch the video, it might not be as beautiful as today, but if we sing Mr. Sun, I think it'll change our outlook on what the weather is. So let's do Mr. Sun together. Ready? Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. These little children are asking you to please come out so we can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Nice. I hope that whatever day you watch this video, that it's a great sunshiny day. Well, this will be the last Family Storytime video that we are going to be doing because before you know it, it's going to be summer and Miss Ann is going to do some Family Storytime at the library where you guys can come and see her. Miss Barb will be doing summer reading camp, but I will be doing story time out at Cecil Park. So check our schedule to see what we're doing. So this story time is on the 29th of May, which is what today is. But we're going to talk about something that's coming up in a couple weeks. Let's talk about Father's Day. I know that it's not Father's Day yet, but you know what? We need to prepare ahead of time. And in your packet, Miss Barr gave you stuff to make a gift for your dad, a keychain. And we're going to talk about that after we read the story. So the story I have today for you is called The Fathers Are Coming Home. The Fathers Are Coming Home, and it is written by Margaret Wise Brown with pictures by Stephen Savage. And he's the same guy who did Polar Bear Night. So it's called The Fathers Are Coming Home. Let's see what it's all about. It's nighttime, and the fathers are coming home. Father swims home to his little fish that live in the gurgling brook. There's all the little fish. The bug father flies home to his little bugs that live under the log, and there they are waiting for him. The rabbit father hops home to his little bunnies that live in the hollow tree. And look at them waiting for Dad. The daddy longlegs comes home to his little daddy longlegs, just like the Itsy Bitsy Spider, huh? It says the dog father comes home to his little puppies, and there they are coming out to greet him. It says the bird father flies home to his little birds and he brings them a worm and sings them a song. Ooh, they must think that's yummy. It says the snail father creeps slowly home to his little snails. The lion father lives alone, so he comes home to himself. The pig father wallows over to his little piglets that live in the pig pen and grunts at them. Can you guys make a piggy noise? And the little boy's father, who is a sailor, comes home from the sea. Home to his little boy. And that's our book. The fathers are coming home. Now, your father may not have to come home at night like these fathers did, but he may work and come home earlier. Or what if he works overnight and he comes home in the morning? It just depends. Every father is different. And this father was in the military. He was a sailor, so he's probably in the Navy. Maybe your dad's in the Army, the Marines. He could be in the Air Force. And he could be away right now. Some fathers go away on business trips. Every father has a different responsibility or what they're doing. So I want to share a picture with you of my father. And here he is. And I was teaching him how to do selfies that day. Because not all dads know how to do selfies, do they? And he was being kind of silly too. So I thought it was a lot of fun to teach my dad how to make silly selfies. So if you have the time, maybe you should make some silly selfies with your dad too. So I want to show you the project that we have. What we're going to use is a material called shrinky dinks or shrink paper. So in your packet you got a piece of paper or a piece of plastic that looks just like this. It could be clearer too. This one is the not clear one. And you're going to need some permanent markers. So if mom has some permanent markers, you're good to go. And you're going to need the oven. So this is a project that you have to do with a grown-up or an older brother and sister that are able to operate the oven because you have to shrink them down. So what you do is you take your Sharpies or permanent markers and you draw a picture on there. I drew a well because I need this for another project. But Miss Barb put in your packet a template that you could use for your keychain. And also in your packet was a ring, some beads, and some string. And I took the string and I tied it onto the ring and I put the beads in any order, it doesn't matter. And I put a knot so they wouldn't fall off, you can see that. And this is going to be my keychain. So what you want to do is I took and I drew this picture of this well with the Sharpie. And I'm going to color it. So I'm going to take a blue Sharpie and I'm going to color the water that's coming out of his spout. And I'm going to color that blue because water's usually blue looking. I mean, it's clear, but in the ocean it always looks blue in the pictures. I think it's just the reflection of the way the light shines off of it. It makes it look blue. So I colored that part blue. You can see it's blue. And he's got a tongue. I think I'll make his tongue pink. I have a pink one here. Here's pink. I'm going to make that one pink. So he has a pink tongue. Is your tongue pink? Let me see. Yeah, you have a pink tongue just like most people. If your tongue's not pink, then you must have been eating something that turned it a different color. Did you ever eat like a snow cone and it turns it blue, or you know, whatever color snow cone you're having? It could be an orange one or a red one. Let's see. What color would you make a well? Would you make it this color or would you make it this color? This one? I kind of like this one. Maybe I can use both of them. Maybe I can give him some stripes. Have you ever seen a striped well? Well, no, probably not. All right, so then you color it in. And Miss Barb's coloring it in. And as she's doing it, her stove, her little oven is heating up. And I can feel it. It's getting hotter. So I'm going to color this real quick like. So that way you guys can see it. And so what does your dad do? Does he work at a bank? Does he work And is he a fireman? I think that would be kind of cool if your dad was a fireman. Is he a police officer? What about if your dad does construction? Does he build things? How cool would that be? He could build you cool things around the house. Let's see, what are some other things that dads do? He could work in a factory and build things at the factory. What if he built cars? What if he was a mechanic and he worked on the cars? Those are things that we need too. Doesn't matter what dad does it? You know, when he goes and comes back and you get to see him just like in the story when the dads came home. All right, I'm going to color just a little bit more of this. It seems to be taking off my black Sharpie. I don't know why. But maybe color it first and then put the Sharpie on it, the black one. And that way you have an outline. All right, so then after you do all the coloring, I'm almost done with mine. Let me show you. Almost. See, it's almost done. I'm doing it quick because I don't have time to do it. But I want you guys to take your time when you do it, and I want you to make it look really good because Dad's going to love this keychain you're going to make him, okay? So, there we go. All right, there. Miss Barb's got it all colored now. And I'm going to add a little bit of this other color too because I liked it. Oh, it's pretty. All right. Let's color his mouth. Okay. All right, I need a black one to finish. Because you know what? He lost his eyebrow. Where did it go? I think it just wiped away. All right. So in your packet, Miss Barb gave you the directions on how to cook your plastic shrink paper. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that I trim around it, my picture, and make sure you put a hole because you can't attach it to the keychain if it doesn't have a hole. You have to put the hole in it before you cook it or bake it. All right, so I'm all ready and I'm gonna write on here, you know, you could write love Miss Barb, or not, you don't write love Miss Barb. If I was giving this to my dad, I would write love Barb. So he knew it was for him. And I'm gonna put the date on it because they always like to remember when you made something. So put Father's Day 2021. And that way it's always remembered that it's 2021. And that you'll know, when did I make that? And you'll say, oh, look, the date's on there, 2021. All right, so I have this special paper. This is called parchment paper. And you use it for making cookies and it doesn't stick. You do not want to put the shrinky dink directly on the metal because it'll stick to it and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to open this oven. It's kind of hot. And all right, let me push it in because I didn't bring anything to take it out with. It's really hot. So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to get my camera on my phone because what I want to do is I want to take a video of it cooking so you can see it. And I'm going to have Mr. Adam, who does all Miss Barb's editing, put it on there for you, okay? So let me see. I'll get my camera and I'm going to take the video of it cooking so you can see it. I'm going to leave that thing. All right, so camera, video. All right, so I'm going to put it in there. All right, so here it goes. Miss Barb's going to put it in the oven, and you do this with a grown-up. Maybe grandma or grandpap can help you. Maybe if you don't have a dad for some reason, you can give it to grandpap. All right, so there it is inside the oven, and let's watch it. Oh, I think it's moving. And it doesn't take very long. You can see it shrinking up. And there it goes. Oh, it's like magic. It's so cool. So I'm going to send Adam this video, and he's going to put it in there so you can watch it too. And when you're at home, you might want to watch at the stove and see it. So it's going. It doesn't take very long. And it is almost completely shrunk. Let's see. It's shrinking. And it flattens out when it's done. And is it done? Just about. any more. A little bit more. Let's leave it in there just a little bit longer, okay? And I think it's done. I'm going to stop this video. All right, I'm going to put this down, and Miss Barb is going to turn off the oven because we don't need it to cook anymore. And I'm going to grab my paper. Let's see if I can get it to come out. And oh my gosh, it's shrunk perfectly. All right. It's hot. I won't lie to you. You have to let it sit there because Miss Barb does not want to burn her fingers. So we're going to see. All right. And it looks like this. Remember how big it was before? Well, now it's only this big. And it's darker too. That's what happens when you cook it. It gets darker. So it's still a little flexible. I don't want to put it on here. So then what I'm going to do, my keychain, is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put the thread through it. And it always frays at the end. I don't know why. I guess, I'm going to tie it a couple times so it doesn't fall off. Because we don't want Dad losing this keychain you made him, do we? All right, so let me tie it in a good knot. Maybe get the grown-up to help you, whoever's with you. And there we go. I put 3 little knots on there to hold it. I mean, if you think you're not secure, you can always put it through the keychain loop part. So there we go. Miss Barb made a keychain. And you can make a keychain too. Pretty cool stuff, huh, this shrink paper. You know, you can order it too if you want some more. So that's all Miss Barb has for today, Father's Day. So she shared her picture of her dad making silly selfies. There he is, silly selfies, blowing kisses, just like that. And don't forget, spend some time making some silly selfies with your dad too. And if he doesn't want to do it, tell him it's going to be fun. Silly selfies are fun. And we read the story, The Fathers Are Coming Home, which I thought was a pretty good story and lots of good pictures. So make sure you guys wish Dad a very happy Father's Day and give them a hug. And let's sing the goodbye song. And it goes like this. Goodbye, goodbye, see you soon, but not until we sing this tune. We must part and we must go, but I'll be back to say hello. So I'm going to say, see you later, alligator, and after a while, crocodile. And don't forget to check the library's calendar on our website for all the things that are going to be happening this summer. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great summer.